You have an interesting way about you that a lot of people appreciate more than you realize, probably. Just the way you go about talking to people and in the respect of recognizing their needs and also, asking them questions instead of just, monopolizing the conversation all the time. That's one of your positive attributes. Also, you're very clean. You have a tendency to be very aware of, your personal hygiene. And not only that, but you're also aware of other people's personal hygienes as well, in the respect of, you know, acknowledging during Christmas time perhaps hygiene products, that you could give as a gift. And it's not only that, you have a certain manner about you when you're in a crowd, you know. You're very courteous of people. You don't cross in front of people or you don't break lines, you know. Always wait your turn. So there's a lot of things that you should feel really good about in respect to who you are, you know. And also people talk about you, for the most part, in a very positive manner, you know. And thinking about, well, just the other day somebody mentioned something about you. And in your defense, I had to say, well, we're all human. We're all human. And you, for one, recognize that humanness. You do. You understand what it means to be human, I think, in respect of, mistakes or in the respect of perhaps imperfections that we all have. You recognize that. Maybe you recognize it in yourself. Maybe that's why you're so good at recognizing it in other people. That's another positive attribute. You know, and there's many. I couldn't even make a list really. I wouldn't have that amount of time to write it down. It's better just to think right now about my relationship with you and how positive that relationship has been through the course of the time we've known each other. And the other thing about it is too, you're a great cook. No matter what you make, just about, you're a great cook, and that means you appreciate things that taste good in respect of just cuisine. And a lot of people would probably die to have your talents in many respects when it comes to whether it's cooking or communicating with people or whatever you do. You know, that's your own contribution that you should be proud of, and people recognize that. I recognize it for the most part. Um, and another thing is a very positive attribute to you that represents you, and you exercise quite frequently, is you know your ability to think through situations, you know, and not jump into situations too quickly, you know, outside of things that we've all been guilty of, which I won't go into. But anyways, there's a lot of things that you should recognize that are attributes. There are positive attributes in terms of what you contribute to a friendship and the things that you go out of your way for. There's a lot of things that you should recognize, and also you should recognize, I guess, the physical things, the more superficial things in the respect of you're an attractive person. You have this way about you, this kind of manner, way you walk across the room. It's very graceful. It's very graceful, and the respect of Grace Kelly, even. Sometimes when the light's right, you remind me a little bit of Grace Kelly, the younger version. You know, and just also you have the certain appearance of confidence, whether you know it or not, whether you're aware of it or not. That's another positive attribute. There are a lot of things we could think about in the course of, you know, celebrating in respect of you. Okay, so don't be so hard on yourself.